Hey guys, it's time once again for another exciting Wrestling Man's Retro Review. I am, of course, Bill Yankovic, and this is the review of all the great Coliseum home videos that the World Wrestling Federation have put out in its 12-year existence. Now, of course, these reviews are voted upon by you, the fans. You get to choose which videotape gets reviewed right here on Wrestling Man's Retro Review. Now, this is the 7th edition of the Retro Review, and I'm sort of surprised that on the 7th review that I'm going to finally review this particular video. And I gotta say, it's a pretty damn good video. I'm talking about the Best of the World Wrestling Federation Volume 1. This video is hosted by Vince McMahon, and this videotape is truly the best of the World Wrestling Federation. Let's go right now into the matches that they had on this tape. It starts off with a 2-on-3 handicap match, Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant against Big John Studd, Dick Murdoch, and Adrian Adonis. A scary thing that I brought up, because actually my mother watched this video with me. I pointed out 4 of these people in this match are dead. Hogan's the only one that's still alive, and 3 of the 5 are in the WWE Hall of Fame. So, this is a good match. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, yeah, it's clipped, but you know, it's a good match for what it is. And I sort of like the ending to the match. Hogan and Andre get the win. There we go. Next match is the women's title match between the Fabulous Moolah and Wendy Richter. This is the one that was on MTV 26 years ago, Madison Square Garden, New York City. Before the match, Mean Gene had an interview with Fabulous Moolah and Captain Lou Albano talking about the match, what's going to happen, blah blah blah. Getting into the match, you know what? For what it's worth, it's a decent match. I mean, actually, this match got voted by the Wrestling Observer newsletter as the worst match of 1984, and it's really not that bad of a match, so I'd ignore that. I really like the ending to the match, where Moolah has a suplex, you know, the double pin, and Richter gets the shoulder up to get the 3 count and become the new women's champion. So then we go to a very fun segment. Baron Mikel Cicluna against Gorilla Monsoon with Muhammad Ali sitting at ringside. It was a quick match. Ali got the win, or Monsoon got the win by countout, and then Ali got into the ring, tried to throw a couple punches at Gorilla Monsoon, had little to no effect on it, and then finally Gorilla just picked up Monsoon, gives him an airplane spin, and drops him on the mat. After that, Vince McMahon gets a couple of words from Gorilla Monsoon saying he doesn't know a wrist lock from a wristwatch, and at the end he says he's a great boxer but terrible as a wrestler. And then we see a quick highlight of a match with Superfly Jimmy Snuka, who, if you didn't notice, is on the front cover of this tape, against Bobby Bass. It's pretty much a squash match. Snuka gets the win. Then we go to the famous Piper's Pit, the coconut one where Piper beats up Snuka. And then we go to the match at Madison Square Garden between Snuka and Piper, and that is a very good match. Piper bleeds in this match, and the ending is a little weird, but it's a good ending. Snuka goes to the top rope, Piper catches him, clotheslines him over on the top rope, and Piper wins by countout. It was a good ending. Then we go to a very good junior heavyweight match. Yes, you heard me right. If you're a fan of junior heavyweight wrestling, you're going to get it on this tape. It is between Black Tiger and the Cobra. This is for the vacant WWF junior heavyweight title. And even though this, you know, A lot of the matches were clipped, obviously because it's 1985 and you need to get it all in an hour and a half. But a very good match ends with Cobra hitting a splash on Black Tiger, getting the 3 count, and becoming the junior heavyweight champion. Then we go to something very awesome. Hulk Hogan training Mean Gene Okerlund for the Squared Circle. Yes, this is a classic. It starts off on day 1. Mean Gene is smoking a cigar, drinking coffee. Hogan's upset, like, "What are you doing, brother? Drinking that coffee and having that cigar in there?" And then Mean Gene's like, "Oh, I was going to have bacon, eggs, pancakes." "No, brother, you're not going to have any more coffee, and you're not going to have that cigar in there, and especially you're not going to have any of those fatty pancakes." So, Hogan starts off by drinking 3 yolks in the glass, and, sort of the Rocky thing. My mom could not watch that. I actually would like to try that someday. I'd like to try that drink. Maybe I'll do it on the show. But anyway, they go through the training, and then the best part of the training segment is Hogan's carrying Mean Gene on his back in the arena, and he's like, "You're next, brother." And he's like, Me? You gotta be kidding me!" Mean Gene with his famous line, and we see Mean Gene with Hulk Hogan on his back. Probably didn't go much more than 2 or 3 steps in the arena. So after all that segment is the tag match, Hulk Hogan and Mean Gene Okerlund against Mr. Fuji and George the Animal Steele. Now this match in its entirety is on a DVD, Hulk Still Rules, from 2002. That match is shown in its entirety on the DVD, but on here you get some footage of the match, including the end where, yes, believe it or not, Mean Gene Okerlund pins Mr. Fuji to start his legendary wrestling career at 1-0. Then we get to the finale, a very good finale. Larry Zbyszko and Bruno Sammartino. Now, if you were around in 1980, and I wasn't, Zbyszko was the protege of Bruno Sammartino. So they have this scientific match on TV. Very good match. And then Zbyszko just goes crazy, beats the crap out of Sammartino, hits him with a couple of chair shots, wooden chairs, makes Bruno bleed, and Bruno does he's bleeding really good. So they show that, and in the weigh-in, where Vince gets word from Bruno about the cage match that's going to come up, and then the final match on this tape is the steel cage match from Shea Stadium, Showdown at Shea, 1980. That's actually been shown on WWE Classics on Demand, I think, 1 time, and I'd really like for that to come back again, because the steel cage match in its entirety is a pretty decent cage match. And Bruno ends up winning the match, although his right arm was hurt during the match. There was blood coming out, and his manager, Arnold Skolin, tried to raise it, and he couldn't do it. It hurt Bruno. So then after that, Larry comes out, Bruno beats him up a little bit, and then, Larry just gives him this, to shake his hand in a way and say, "You got me, you're the better man." So that is basically the best of the WWF Volume 1. What did I think of this? This is an excellent, excellent videotape. I'm going to show you the front cover. There's Superfly Jimmy Snuka jumping. I'm going to show you the back cover. Hulk and Andre on one side, Cyndi Lauper and Wendy Richter on the other. I got a feeling one day Cyndi Lauper is going to be in the WWE Hall of Fame. That's just me. They really did a good job as far as, this is the best of WWF Volume 1. Let's get the best stuff we've got. And they did a fantastic job, I thought, on doing that. And this is definitely worth the find if you want to go on eBay or Amazon and you're trying to find Coliseum videotapes. I definitely say get this tape. Now, before I end this video, what I've wanted to do with each of the 3 series, the the specialty videos, the personality videos, and the best of the WWF videos, is I'm going to rank them in order, gold, silver, bronze, as to, with the gold being, this is the one you gotta get, and then the bronze being, well, you don't have to get it. So, the first 3 videos that came out, which have been reviewed on here, by the way, bloopers, bleeps, and body slams, Hulkamania, and the best of the WWF Volume 1. Here's how I would rank it. Best of the WWF Volume 1 gets the gold medal. Of these first 3, this was by far the best of the 3. It was produced very well and had very good matches. Silver medal goes to wrestling's bloopers, bleeps, and body slams, only because, number 1, it's the very first video, and number 2, it's a fun video to watch. It really is a fun video to watch. And Hulkamania gets the bronze medal. Like I said in that review, it has 5 matches, and it's sort of a disappointment, you know, when you want new wrestling fans, you know, and your first personality video is of your biggest star. You should put more effort into that videotape, but that's just me. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this edition of Wrestling Man's Retro Review, and keep an eye out for the next couple of weeks, because you'll once again get a chance to pick the next Wrestling Man's Retro Review. I'm out.